what I thought we would do today is we're going to take our time and we're just going to go over some basic drawing in Fusion 360 to help with the lamp and everything we're doing, just so you have a better understanding. For those of you, I've got a couple, one or two people saying, hey, I don't really understand what's going on. So what I'm going to do is tonight, we're going to slow it down. I'm going to walk you through it. You're going to do it, and then I'm going to give you time for you to do it, all right? And I want time to explain things. So everybody put our hands down here. All right, so if you would, raise your hand once you have Fusion 360 up and running. I'll wait on you. This is going to be, we're going to go from scratch and see if this helps people understand better. Raise your hand once you've got it, guys. I'm waiting on you. I want to get started here. I've got a lot of people that are ready, but we still have more people that need to get there. All right. This, I think, will help as we go through here. I'm going to just take my time. Now, when you're in Fusion, all these menu choices. When you're in Sketch, that's up here. That's where we draw everything in 2 dimensions. But we're about to draw, even if we're going to go to 3 dimensions, there's many a time that you start in 2 dimensions. And when you're in 2 dimensions, you have to operate in these different planes. So you see these construct lines? These are things that help us draw. They're not part of the drawing. They don't show in our results, but they help us get to our results. So they are axes, which you think of like a line, and a plane. Okay? It's those things that when things don't line up or you can't connect something, chances are you're not in the same plane. Now, let's look at how this all happens. Let's see if I can pull this over a little bit more. There's like a square box up here. You see that in the corner there. So I'm going to go, so there's the box. Click on the home so it's at that angle. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Sketch, Rectangle, 2-point rectangle. Now, whenever you sketch, the first thing it does is ask you, select the plane or planar face every time. Kind of keep that in mind as you're doing it. I found that it's helping folks understand this better. So we're going to be in this plane right here. Now, if you look up at your screen, there's top. X is this way. Y is up and down, which you really don't see very well here. And then Z is in the 3rd dimension. Well, so here's X and Y. When you think of top, this is definitely what you think of X and Y coordinates, for example. But it doesn't give you any depth. That's what Z does for you. So once you have it, you're going to click on this origin, pull it out, make one side 30, and make the other side 40. I don't care if it's in millimeters or centimeters. Go ahead and do that. Raise your hand once you've done it. When I press enter, in fact, you'll see a square. When you've done it, raise your hand. Let me know you got this far. Got just a couple of you. I'll take my time. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna slow down to make sure we can get this tonight. So I only got about 4 of you, and there's 12. I'm gonna wait until you have more of you. Just go up to Sketch. Select rectangle, 2-point rectangle, and put it so it's on the top view. If it doesn't show top view, when you're done, make sure it's on that top view of this. All right, good. So you look up your square, there's your top view of this. Now, as the other mountain choice, I'm gonna hit Q. All right, if you do press pull, I'm not sure the difference between press pull and Q. I'm using press pull on this, so I'm gonna hit Q. You could also hit extrude. Notice it moves the plane so you can see it. And read our choices. It says, hey, select. So I'll select it. There's a little arrow. I'm going to make this one 50. I'm only making it 50 just so we know we have it. Then press enter. If you look up there and you click on the little house, it looks like that's the look you get. Here's the front. There's the left side, the back, right side, front, back to top. So right in the front, it looks like this. Raise your hand when you have that. Let me make sure there's any questions. I'll look down there while we do this. Hang on, my computer is glitching out, sorry. Are we not working on the stand today? Not right now. We're going to work on this, Anthony. I would rather we work on this. Good job. Good job on whoever did the lampshade bottom. Well done, Aiden. No, I just wanted you to, let's get through today. Mainly, I want to get through today, either get the lampshade done, bottom done, but I also want you to see this. And if we do this enough times, you can do it yourself. I'm going to show you some different ways you can make, and this will all help towards getting the land done. All right, we got Cadman, Liam, Mike have done it. Everybody else, get it solved. I'm going to put it back to that little house. Shaped like that. Sides are 30, 40, 50. Raise your hand once you've got it. Well done, people watch the video. 30 by 40 centimeters yet, 50 meters tall. It can be centimeters or millimeters, does it? Running leg, well, walk through. Okay, we can't. Got to get here on time, folks. I didn't start at 7. I a couple minutes waited. So we try to get here if you can. I know things happen. I understand. It's hard, though. I'm glad you've caught up. If you haven't, I'll show you because we haven't gotten that far. But if 10 more minutes into this, it's kind of hard to show everybody. All right? So, Calder, did you get there? All right. Cademan. Cademan. Am I saying that right? I'm sorry about that, man. I'm glad you corrected me. Tell me yes or no. Perfect. Cademan. Sorry. All right, cavemen. All right. Let's get this right. I want to know is, all right, I'll show you one more time the steps. We'll get everybody caught up here. I'll just go back and I'll repeat them afterwards. So, I'm going back here. Again, you're going to come on here. It's probably going to look like this when you start up. You're going to go to, in fact, I'm just going to go to a new sketch. Let me go back to here. Okay, let me show you on a new sketch, new design. So, because I don't want any sketches or anything the first time through when I show you that. You're going to go to sketch. You're going to go to rectangle, 2-point rectangle. Anytime there's a sketch, anytime you're drawing on it, you always have to select a plane. That's what it's saying there. I select a plane. I'm not drawing anything. Notice I'm now up here at the top. I select one corner of my plane on this origin, pull it down. I'm going to make it 30, 30, tab, 40. I'm going to press enter. Now, if that was wrong, all I would have to do is click it here and change it. Or click it here and change it. And it's sketched. That's all you have to do. Whoops. I don't want to do that. All right, so that's right. Then the next thing I did, I hit Q for push and pull. Notice it pulls me at an angle. That way I can see it. I'm going to pull it up. If I'm directly overhead, it's hard to see. Again, it says select the plate. I'm going to pull it up, and I type over here 50. And there I go. I've got it. All right. And then as I was showing everybody, here's your front. There's your left, back, right, front, top, bottom, front again. All right, we have everybody there? Okay. Well, Cademan, I appreciate you saying that, but I'm not trying to be in pain. I'm just taking my time. Just spam Control Z. I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry. All right, here we go, Cademan. Cademan, I should say. Now, we're all set. What we're going to do is I want to add a pipe coming out of the side of this, a little bit like the pipe coming out of the lampshade. We're just doing it because I want to see us do this. Then I'm going to have you all do this. So now, the next thing I do, I go up to my little square. I click over to the left. So I'm looking at the left side. There's a plane here. We built this on the plane. So I'm going to go to Sketch. I'm going to go to Circle. I'm to center diameter circle. Click. Now watch what happens. When I'm not selecting the plane, this thing is brown. But the minute I go to make it a plane, you see it changes that funky color? It goes from bright brown to neutral. Look at that. Bright brown, neutral. Light brown, dark brown, light brown. All right? Now, once I have that, I select it. Now, notice I've got the left side right there. I take my point. I go up to here, somewhere along there. Oh, there's a triangle. I'm going down there a little line. I'm going to pick right here. I pull a out diameter circle. I'm going to say 10 millimeters. And then press enter. All right. Shows 10 millimeters. Make sure you're on the left side like I am up here. 10 millimeters here. All right. Raise your hand once you've done that. I've got 3 people. Raise your hand, guys, when you have it. Ask me questions. I'm going to look down here for questions. If you got an issue. What are we doing in lab? Hannah's asking. Egg. We're shop botting, baby, tomorrow. We're going to finish milling some stuff that we milled. Finish up the rings for people who didn't get a shot to finish the ring. And then we're going to go in there and start learning how to use the big shot bot, so you have a better understanding of it. All right. Calder, Ethan, Liam, Logan, Mike. Raise your hands if you guys have got that in there, because I'm literally waiting until I have most people in here. All right, Calder, what's up, buddy? You getting there? All right, what don't you understand? Okay. Calder, are you a Wednesday? Are you a Thursday lab or a Saturday lab person? All right. What's your question? When you have the diamond area, it won't let me draw a line. I don't want you to draw. I don't want to draw a line. I want to draw a circle. Thursday's great. I can see you tomorrow and kind of show you what's going on here. Look, Calder, you're not supposed to draw a line. You're supposed to go up to sketch, circle, two-dimensional circle. Then it's going to ask you which plane. Well, I've already selected this plane, so it's going to go right there. If not, it'll change color. You select it, and you don't draw a line. You just follow this down. Don't click on anything. Just snap that. I don't care where the circle is. You just put the circle right on there. This is just showing you where this is just making a suggestion to me to put it on there. I don't have to put it. It's not drawing an actual line. Does that make sense? Great. Keep trying. It's better to try. Don't just sit here and watch it. Did you get the circle to go on there now? Did you get the circle to work? And do what Aiden did to watch a video later to try to help you get caught back up on this too. Good, you got your circle. Okay, so we have everybody's got a circle now. Now, so I don't draw another circle here. I'm hitting escape. Let me go up here. And I can also hit stop sketch, which I'm going to do. All right, now pull it up there. Now look over here. I have the body, which I can turn on and off. And I have 2 sketches here. I'll turn the first sketch off and this sketch. But let me do this. See, the circle went away. That was my second sketch. First sketch is the very rectangle we drew. Now, one thing that might help you is go down where this little display setting is. Select shaded with hidden edges. That will show circles inside of things. So right there, you can see my circle over here on the left side. Here's the front face, but there's the left side. Now I'm going to turn it over here, and I'm about to hit extrude again. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to hit, and it's Q, select the side. This time, it says which direction. Well, in distance. Let me show you something new. We're going to select to object. I'm on the left side. I want it to go towards the right side. So I'm going to spin my cube around to the right side. There's the right side. And all I'm going to do is select this face. Notice, remember, it's bright brown. The minute I select it, goes there. Boom. If I go back to my house, I'm going to see it looks like this. Don't press enter. That would cut a tube. And what's nice about doing it this way, if I change my size of the rectangle, this will automatically update. But I don't want to put the tube all the way through there. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to change the distance. I'm just going to grab this and take it back 20. And then I press enter. And there's, you can see, I've created a hole in there. And here's one end of the hole and the other. And if I go to my front side, let's go to front. There's front, I don't see it. I just have a line in there just to indicate I've cut it. But if I click on that corner, I can see it right there. And if I click on the house, I can see there's one side of the tube, there's it over there. But you can see if I, there you can see where the hole is on the left side. Just like before, go ahead and do it, then raise your hand. All right, so again, I'll go through it for those people that might need it. I selected, I'm just going to reverse it a little bit so you can see it. I went to that circle, I hit the letter Q. I could have also gone to create, that's extrude will work as well. Modify is Q, press or pull. I'm not sure why they have it both ways, but whatever. I clicked on that face. I hit Q, or I will have to click on that face. There it is. I spun this around. I click the right side. If I look at my cube, that's there on the right side. If I go back and look, the tube goes all the way across. I don't want it to go all the way across, so I'm going to make it, pull it back till it's at 20. Then I make sure it's a cut operation. There's join, there's make a new body, a new component. We're going to say cut. There it is. Raise your hand once you've done it. Raise your hand once you got it. All right. Until we got most everybody else. All right. Calder, I hope you're getting it there. All right, now that we have this, let's look. Alexa heard me talk. No, it's fine. But so here's what we got to think about. If I wanted to bring a pipe out of here, there's the front. I'm going to turn myself to the left here. I've got a hole here, but how do I draw a line to come out there. How can I get something to come out this way? I could do a pull, but it'll be solid. All right? So the issue gets to be is, how can I get a line through here? But before I can get a line through there, what do I have to have? I just said anytime you sketch something, what must you do? You must establish a plane. That way the software knows. If you don't have it in a proper plane, it won't let you draw it. Let me go over here. So there's a sketch there. That's this little dot there is that sketch, believe it or not. Okay. I turn it off, it goes there, but there it is. There's my body. See, and there's the planes. Notice the circles in that plane. So how do I get another plane here? Well, let me show you. We're going to go to construct, and we're going to start off by making an axis. So we're going to have to go through 2 steps to get to this 3rd step. Let me put everybody's hands down. So just watch what I'm going to, let me explain what I'm going to do, and then we'll do it together. All right, everybody? So I'm going to create this axis through a cone or cylinder, and then I'm going to create a plane at an angle. And that will give us a plane that we can draw on. Right now, we couldn't draw anything. The only plane we can draw is here. So if I go to construct, again, these help you draw, but they're not your final drawing. Axis creates a construction axis, coincidence with the center of a cylindrical or conal face. Axis of it. So we're going to do that. And see how I have that little thing that we made a minute ago? I click on that, and there's a line. Okay. And now when I look at this, go to front, go to left, there's a blue, in fact, go to the front, and you'll see the blue line coming out. See how that's coming right out there? So let me show you all again what I did. Notice the construct. Let me just redo it. When you do it, you'll make a construction. You'll see that you made an axis. Also, let me suggest something. For elaborate things, you start naming all these things. So that way you just know. You dead on know. You don't have to look around and go, oh, I want to come off that. So here we are. Let me show you one more time how I did that. I'm in here. I'm going up here so I can see it again. I went to construct, anywhere I'm going to draw, axis through a cylinder or torus, click there. Then I'm going to select that. Boom, there's the blue line all the way across. And then you say, okay. And there it is. And there's my axis. If I turn that light on and off, it's there. But we still can't draw on that blue axis. It's not a line. It's just something to help us draw. So raise your hand once you have that blue axis. All right. Most everybody's got the line. Excellent. Any questions down there? Oh, no. All right. All right, Cademan. All right, now, here we go. I'm going to go back here. Now, sometimes we're going to go up here and it says construct, and it's going to say plane at an angle. create a construction plane. Hopefully I can get that down. Cancel. I want to just show you what we're trying to do here. Create a construction plane that's offset from a selected plane or face. No, that won't work for us. But if we go to this one, through an edge, axis, or line. Oh, we made that axis, so that's what we're going to use. Now, before we do that, sometimes it's easier to get rid of the body so you don't see it. There it is. We got rid of the body, so it's easy for us to identify that. So I'm going to go to Construct, Plane at an Angle. Remember that thing? Now I'm going to pick it right here. I could pick it there, or I could go right here. See right up there? So that's even better. I might select something else by accident. If I go right on this axis under construction, click on it. You say OK. Now, if I put the body back, you'll see that's running right through the body. So, go ahead and do that. And notice the plane's right down here. You got axis and a plane. So if you do that, be great. Raise your hand once you've got it. I hope you're starting to see that whenever you do CAD, you have to have these planes in the proper geometry or it just won't go together. Because remember, we're always battling the issue of this is a two-dimensional screen you're looking at it, and we're trying to draw 3 dimensions. So raise your hand once you've put that plane in there. I'll show you one more time. I'm going to go ahead and back up. All right, so I'm going to go to Construct, Plane at an Angle, Construction through an edge, axis, or specify. Well, we have an axis. We're going to select that. Now, I could pick it here. Notice the axis up there led up, or I can click right on axis. Boom. Then I say OK. All right, excellent. Everybody's getting it. Good job, everyone. Well done. Let me check any questions. Okay, now we have that plane there. Let's go back up here and look. Turn the body back on. You see it's inside the body there. Watch, if I do it front, you'll see the plane comes right out of the side like we'd said, think. If I go left, it's going to come directly at you. There's the plane right there going on this. So I'm going to go back here, kind of that diagonal, so you see it's going through there. Well, now I have a line. I have the plane. I can draw on it. So I'm going to click this on the front. I'm going to turn the body off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Sketch. I'm going to select Line. Could have done that with the letter L. Now remember, I'm out here. That plane's not selected. The minute this plane gets selected, see how it goes off that off-white? See how it's that off-white? Now I'm going to click there. Now it moves me around. I'm going to go from the origin. I'm moving right beyond that little blue one, right out, in my case, the 25. But you know that little aqua blue? Press Enter. All right. Now, I just pressed Enter on it. If I right-click on it, I can also make it fixed. So now it's a fixed line there. If I put my body, if I get rid of that axis, there's still a line there, and if I put the body back, I now have a line coming out of that body. And by making it fixed, you wouldn't have to do it. It's not going to move. You're saying anchor that there. And that becomes really important when you're trying to get these things. So let me show you one more time. I'll go ahead and just go to reverse right before I had this. Let me do it one more time. Interesting. All right. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Sketch. I'm going to hit L. I go to select the plane, which I might have gotten rid of the plane. Shoot. What happened to my plane? Oh, I turned it off. Knucklehead. So there's my plane, right? So I'm going to select the plane. Then I'm going to select my line, start one line here. Let me go up here and do my line. Excuse me. Click there. I hope I'm on the plane. I don't think I am, actually. Now I am. See, I want to make sure it's that off blue. When it wasn't, I was a little bit nervous. I'm going to hit L. Because that's the last plane I selected. Press enter. Press enter again. Right click on it at that moment and make it fixed. So that way it won't move around. Turn off the plane. Turn off the axis right now. Then put the body back and see if it's a line coming out of the side of it like we think it should be. And good news is, indeed, well, you can't see it there very well. There's front. There's the line. It's working. All right. If you'd be so kind, raise your hand once you've done that. Real quick, I'm going to ask this. I haven't done a poll in a while, but let me get... How's the pacing, guys? All right, 89%, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 75% say, hey, it's good. Some say a little bit fast. Nobody said too slow. So if anything, I'll go. If I need to, I'll go. I can always go touch slower. All right. Let me know once you raise your hand once you've got it, and you have a question on what it's doing. I'm about to go over here. So there it is coming out of the axis. We're all set. All right. Hopefully, Mike, you can get that in a minute. Yeah, 50% better than last time, yeah. No, don't change your units. If it's in centimeters, leave it there. With the scale, we don't mind. We're really just trying to demonstrate some stuff here. All right, I'm going to click on front. So the left part's going to be sticking out. Then, just so we have something to draw on here, we're going to hit Sketch. We're going to hit an arc, 3-point arc. We'll click right off of here. That's our start point. We're going to go up a little bit. Long right here. Doesn't matter. Just a slight arc up. And we can even do it, if you want to do it, you can do another arc. Let's move. Let me get this over to center. Do another arc here. Come on. Mine's delaying a little bit. Okay, it's trying to get it. Come on. Yeah, let me just hit escape. I'll just stop there. I don't even at this point. If I went up there and hit arc again, let's see why it's not doing that. 3-point arc. Click there. Just gonna take a nice casual arc over this way. Wait a minute. Oh, we're gonna bend it over a little bit of a turn right there. All right. Hopefully that's not too tight. There's no thing around there. Then press and enter. We're just, all right, there's that arc, there's this arc, and then there's this here. All right, so go ahead, draw an arc, 3 points, just pull one there and pull it out to make sure it's not too tight. Shape doesn't matter to me. Just go ahead and drop it in there. All right. Raise your hand once you got it there. Just all I want to do is run at least one arc here. If you want to make a second one, that's fine. So far we've got 2 people. Again, all you're going to do, let me go ahead and show you again. There's one arc. I got rid of that arc. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Sketch, Arc, 3-point arc. I'm going to click right on it. I'm on the same plane. The plane that was going, that you put that line on, is going always going on forever and ever there. So click on this. Pulling out this way a little bit. Little line there. I'm going to slowly put it there. Click on this one. All right. There's my arcs on this. All right. Now, do we end sketch? After you've done the arcs, you can end sketch. You can stop the sketch at that point. That's fine. Now we're going to do, I'm going to click right on the left corner of the front so it moves on. I want it to move actually. All right, so what we're going to do is actually do the house thing on this a little bit. See this right here? All right, we're going to, remember I have construction or create. We've done extrude. We did revolve when we made our lamp a couple times. Now we're going to do sweep again. It requires, you look at sweep, which, where's my menu choice here? All right. There it is. you almost always have a menu choice come up. And what it's doing, my webinar software is kind of messing with me. So I'm going to go and make this on the left side. I'm on the front, on the left side. All right. Okay, good. So we're clicking on that. There it is. And then we're going to select the path. That's the circle. We want it to go through this line. So go back to the front. And you see we can select in the line. Now sometimes, notice I keep the big light on. I'm going to take the smaller light. I'm going to turn that off because there it is. There's the line. Okay, what is going on here? That I'm not catching that line. Oh, for goodness sakes. I've done this. I just not get this right. You know, I went back and did that reverse. I'm wondering if I drew mine out of my plane here. Come on. There's front. See, I'm not in the right plane because it's not allowing me. Path, let's hit select. There it is. I just had one selected, but I never put select. So that's why I was doing that. So I click on select. There's my pipe. It's a new body. I say, okay. Let's zoom in to fit this thing so it makes sense. There it is. Then if I put on my old body, there I go. And I'm making a shop back or something. So let me go through that one more time again. All right, when I do this, I'm going to go to left. I'm going to go to Craig, so I get that view. It's going to be sweep. Profile selected. Boom, I selected that. I'm going to turn this back so it's easier to see. On the front, select there, that tube there. Wow, there it is. And I actually even can pull this out some more. Well, I'm not, actually I wouldn't pull out because I got the line connected and it's on the end there. But there's your direction it's going. I guess I can back it off if I wanted to. Here, let me show you. I was doing a poor job of explaining that. I've got that arrow. I don't have to extrude all the way out. I can just extrude partially down the line. But here I'm going to back up to the line. I'm going to say, okay, join. There you are. Now, coming to the left, if I go to the top, we'll see it from the top, from the back, bottom, front. All right, raise your hand when you've done it. So I didn't hit the select button earlier. I said, I don't know if I'm in the plane because it wasn't letting me select it. No, I just was silly and hadn't selected the button. Oh, well. Raise your hand when you got it. All right. Well, okay, folks. Looks like most people are getting it. Okay. How'd you make the 2 purple points? Access the hole. Oh, Ethan's got to go. All right, no, wait a minute. Let me go ahead. Oh, what time's live tomorrow? 5 o'clock. How did you join the 2 bodies together? All right, so here's what's happening. Let me just show you through all this whole thing again. I'm going to back all the way up. I'm even going to draw the line again. All right, so everybody agrees we've got this line. I then, see already sketches. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back in the sketch. And I'm going to do an arc, 3-point arc. So that's going to be on this line here. Went to a square. It's going to be a gradual. Don't make it real sharp. There's one there. Then I can do another one. I'm going to run into the software, so I'm going to stop right there. And now I'm going to slowly just bend it ever so slightly there. Then press enter one last time. It's done. So that's how I made the blue lines with the arc. Now, how did I create this thing? I went to create, and I'm going to do what's called the sweep. Sweep is a profile or planar face along a selected path. So that's a circle, just like we saw there. So I'm going to click on sweep. There's my choice. It says, hey, where's the profile? The profile we're going to use? Well, we're going to use that circle we made. Click. It makes you feel good. There's one circle. And that says, hey, you need a path. And this is why I want you to start learning the faces, because now I know if I go out of the front, this path should be on my right side. I'd select. I hit here. Life is good. It all fits the way we think it should. Oh, there's a taper angle. I don't know what the twist angle on that bad boy is. I do know if I grab this blue arrow, I can go up and down with this a little bit more. You know, like anything, you can sit there and taper degrees. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go 5 degrees there. That didn't work. I don't know what happened. The taper angle was too high on that. Let's go back to 0. There we go. I have to play with that. I'm not sure what taper. This was twist angle was that. Taper angle. I don't know. I'd have to play with that a little bit. Not sure. And then I had to said, okay. And there it is. I have no idea what you're doing that. I meant the purple line across the hole. What happened to that purple line? Let me see if I can find Aiden's question. Well, the purple line across the hole is the whole point of doing this axis. That was, we made that purple line that we clicked on. Let me see if I can go to here. I'll use this one, just give you a perfect example, just so I can show you this. All right, so there's the left. I'm just like that. The plane is going to draw this hole. And in fact, I'll make it left. What I did to get that purple line, if I think I understand what you want, I'm going to go ahead and click. I'm going to go ahead and hit, hit Q. Select that, my face. All right. No, I don't. Excuse me. I'm jumping to sketch. Go to sketch. Go to circle. Kind of going faster to show you. Notice it changed colors when I'm there. I changed that plane. Move so I can get to it. Click. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Try it again. Let's do circle again. Since I already selected the face, I don't have to select the face a second time. It does do that. If you were working at face, it defaults. I'm going to make that 10. Boom. Then I'm going to hit Q for pressing it forward or not. I'm selecting that face. And remember, I could just select it. I'm going to make it a cut. Instead of going a distance, I went to the other side of the object when I showed you originally. Front, right, there we go. There it is. I don't want it to be that long. It's 20. Press enter. Now, again, I made the settings so you can see the lines. But when I go ahead and go to construct and axis through the cylinder, there's my cylinder, there's my axis. That got us that line. I don't know, is that what you're talking about? All right, see you tomorrow, good. All right, and from those 2 points, once I had that, I could make the plane. Then, from there, let's go here to front. I'm going to sit here. Now there's my construction right here. There's my axis. I'm going to construct a plane at an angle because it can go to an axis. So I'm going to click on that. And honestly, I'm just going to click on this axis and say OK. Right? Then if I get rid of that body, you don't even see it anymore. So I guess that's what I'm thinking. Let me see if I had the origins on there. Let me put some lines on there as well. All right. I hope that helped. Folks, do me a favor. We're just about done. It's 8 o'clock. I know you got to go. Was this help? Raise your hand if you found this helpful for better understanding what we're doing in this class. All right, somebody did. Good, because I don't care that you can draw the lampshade. Why don't you start to get a sense of CAD, because even if you don't get it completely this time, down the road, this will be helpful. If you get engineering, be able to draw these ideas. So it's 8 o'clock, it's 8:01. I've kept you a little bit long, sorry. Let's go ahead and stop for tonight. See you in lab for the Thursday people on labs. See you tomorrow. Bye.